I mean, the American respect for America is breaking down around the world. That's why you see all these conflicts.
Well, they say that every year.
Well, we see more conflicts every year.
Are you kidding? We're kicking ass. We came back better from the pandemic economically than any other big boy country.
Well, arch libertarian-leaning, liberal-ish, kind of conservative Bill Maher is on the Triggernometry show today. And here he's being questioned by Konstantin Kisin about various things. It's going to be, they're going to talk about the border, they're going to talk about Trump. Bill Maher, what do you think he's going to do? Of course, he's going to be displaying his acute and chronic case of Trump derangement syndrome. It's all he can do. He just cannot say Trump's name and anything positive in conjunction with it. It's just too much for him. But let's get into the video and see where it takes us.
However, I will ask you this because it's interesting to me. I did not like him. His personality is obnoxious. I didn't like him.
Among other things, yes.
But this is what I want to ask you, right? Because I don't know enough about American politics to say whether his policies were good.
Really?
I don't, honestly.
Oh, please.
I don't.
Why are you suddenly pleading ignorance on this? This is what you do.
No, hold on. Well, let's break it down, right? So, was his policy on the border better or worse than Joe Biden?
Looks like it's the same now. Because
Right.
Biden's building the wall.
At least he was trying.
What on earth is the same? Trump was trying. Trump tried all sorts of stuff. He tried to build the wall. He tried to do various things. He tried to stop people coming in from certain countries. You know, the old Muslim ban. Remember that? That triggered everybody. Even though you wouldn't want. Why would anybody want people coming in from those countries? He tried to build the wall. He tried to tighten up border crossings. He tried to fight against child trafficking across the border, but of course he was blocked at every turn by the media, by the Democrats. The whole machine swung into action. Every single day of his first term in office was like that, just completely and utterly blocked at every turn. And yeah, not much got done. Now, of course, there's other things to stemming mass migration besides building a wall. There's actually much more important policies which I think need to be implemented. Frankly, I think we need a complete moratorium on virtually all immigration, effective immediately, while we get this whole mess sorted out. Ever since 1965, the immigration problem, by the way, 1965 was when the new Immigration and Naturalization Act was passed. Look into the person who sponsored that, Emmanuel Seller, and why he made it his life's mission as a congressman to get it passed. And ever since then, things have been going downhill, but it's been accelerating greatly in the past decade. It's just completely out of control, and it is changing the country for the worse. I don't think there's any doubt about that. If you do doubt it, please let me know in the comments. Or if you agree, let me know in the comments. I would like to hear what you have to say about it. I have been reading all your comments recently and replying to quite a few. So I really do appreciate it. Now let's get back to the video.
Right? I mean, Biden's just letting people in like crazy. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I never thought a wall was a terribly practical solution because people have thought of it before, and there's just a lot of things obviously he couldn't get through. Obviously, he couldn't get it through. So that's how hard it is. You know, it's private land, or you just can't build a unporous border. Look, if the Republicans were serious...
What? Israel managed to build one.
...about wanting to stop immigration, what they would do is they would crack down on the hiring. But they don't want to because they want the cheap labor.
No, that's a good point. I agree. I mean, it should be the immigration should be attacked. The immigration problem, and it is a problem. It's not just an issue. It's a problem. Should be attacked at multiple levels. Not just illegal immigration like they're talking about here, but also legal immigration. And one of those problems, of course, are the pull factors. You know, the people who hire illegals. Yeah, absolutely should be. I think drastic measures should be taken against people who employ illegals. That's like step one, day one, first step. You know, deport all the illegals that you can find. Punish people who put them to work, who attract them. You know, who give them jobs. well, yeah, those are good first steps.
So they want to pretend that they are stopping people from coming in and they don't like people coming in, but they like it. Drives down wages, and they could do that. You could crack down on that end of it,
Okay.
but that doesn't happen. Nobody's going through the kitchen and yelling, immigration!
From my perspective,
They should.
it doesn't seem like Biden is better than Trump on that. When I look at the international situation, I mean, the American respect for America is breaking down around the world. That's why you see all these conflicts.
Well, they say that every year.
Well, we see more conflicts every year.
Are you kidding? We're fucking kicking ass. We came back better from the pandemic economically than any other big boy country.
Listen to this guy. Now, what is he sounding like? I love it when so-called, some people like Bill Maher, I don't know what to call him, people like Bill Maher say, I hear this from liberals too, I hear from Republicans too, of course, and right-wingers, yeah, we're doing great, the economy's great. Well, okay, the economy, great, GDP has expanded, great. But what about the actual quality of life of, heritage Americans? Is that better? Is that better? Yeah, some billionaire creates a meme coin and makes $1 billion. And so, yeah, the economy has grown, but has that improved the country? Has that improved the living situation of heritage Americans? Or is it just a way of attracting yet more illegals and legals to come, immigrants to come to the country and completely distort and deteriorate what was once a thriving and cohesive society?
I don't know how we do it, but if you look at like the stock market from like 1990 to now, like if you had your money in American stocks, like 3-4 times
That's
better
economics.
than anywhere else.
I'm talking about
No, but
geopolitics.
it matters.
It's different.
I
Oh,
mean,
of course it matters.
You know,
yeah. No, you're right.
I mean, the dollar is nobody's really even pretending that they could like replace the dollar or would want.
Oh, I think that's coming, Bill. I think he's not really looking ahead far enough, but he's got his, so he can, he can chill.
To. I mean, with our kind of debt, I mean, at some point, is some of this going to come crashing down? It absolutely could. But I don't know. Like, we just keep on ticking. I'm surprised that.
Yeah, it's amazing what you can do when you are the global empire and your currency is the reserve currency, the global reserve currency. Yeah, it's amazing what shenanigans you can get away with, and how you can keep jury-rigging a system to limp along by forcing the rest of the world to do business with you and to follow your rules. Yeah, it's amazing.
With all the shit going on, but
America's a great country, but what I'm trying to get at with you, it is a great country.
no,
but
I'm not Mr. Rah-Rah. I'm just saying these are the facts. The biggest, like 5 biggest tech companies in the world, I think, are all American.
Of
I mean,
course.
now China has, some things that we don't, but our military is still like there's nobody even close.
I couldn't agree with you more.
I'm just saying. So
I'm Team America. I am.
No, this isn't about bragging about America. This is just factually like where we are. Let's not be.
100%.
Let's not have the wrong idea in our head about where our exact place in the world is. We're taking on water, but for some reason we're not sinking.
I'm just trying to get to the question, which is, you said something, which is very interesting to me. You're a smart guy, you're a nuanced thinker, but you said we survived Trump, and that surprised you.
Totally.
What is it
Are you
about...
kidding?
So give people...
Because he's crazy, first of all. He's stupid and he's crazy.
Here we go. The TDS is kicking in.
I
Is he
always make
stupid,
these.
Bill?
So
He can't be
he thought
stupid.
Frederick.
Is he stupid, Bill? That guy. That voice cracks me up. Reminds me of somebody in a far-flung branch of my family. Is he stupid? Is he stupid, Bill?
Douglas was alive. Are you kidding? Yes, he's stupid. He has a Hitlerian ability to move crowds.
Okay.
Often with the same sort of thoughts about you're cheated and the soil and all this shit. Obviously, he never went where Hitler went. I'm not comparing him with Hitler in that way, but just as a insane but that also made him genius politician
Okay.
who can move people and just owns fucking people, just like owns them. And that's his talent. But is he stupid? Yes. And he's fucking crazy.
But aren't those two things in Congress
So
that you've just
that-
said? That
yeah.
he's a politician of genius and he's stupid.
Politician.
Yeah, of genius. But
Yes.
but
It's the only genius he is. Politically, he's a genius.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't even think about it. It just comes out of his id.
Yeah, well, if you're a politician, it's useful to be a genius and to be a man of the people and to say what you actually think and mean. Yeah, that's a good thing, actually, Bill.
And that works for people. Even though he's the most full of shit guy, he also is like the most honest. Like when he says shithole countries, like lots of immigrants are like, yeah, that's exactly where I came from. Why do you think I fucking walked 1,000 miles to get here? Because I was in a shithole. And this guy doesn't mince words.
Yeah, exactly. So there we go. Bill Maher, despite his chronic and acute TDS, he has managed to give Donald Trump a compliment. It would be interesting to see what Bill Maher said on his show back when Donald Trump actually made that shithole country comment, or what the guests on his show said. It would be interesting to see if he said the same thing then as he's saying now. Because I said the same thing as he's saying now. So yeah, of course there are shithole countries. I think he was talking about Haiti specifically at the time, or he said shithole countries after somebody mentioned Haiti. And yes, Haiti was and is and continues to be a shithole country, as do many other countries. No wonder people want to leave them, but that doesn't mean we have to accept them. Because sorry, if your country's a shithole country, it's the people of the country that made it that way. So why would we want to accept loads of people from shithole countries? It makes absolutely zero sense. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe, as always. Really helps me grow the channel. Oh, and leave a comment too. Apparently that's good for the algorithm. And yes, doing all that really helps me grow the channel and continue making content for you.